Over the course of the next couple of months before the release of Beyond Light expansion, I'm going to review most of the exotics in the game. I'll be doing this by using tier lists that most of us have probably seen on YouTube. I'm going to be using 3 tier lists for the type of ammo, primary, secondary, and heavy that the weapon uses. The list will have 5 tiers to keep it simple, S being amazing and D for being a garbage weapon in its current state. In this video, I'm going to quickly review the exotic kinetic grenade launcher, Witherhoard. Witherhoard is a 90 RPM archetype grenade launcher. It is collected from the Season of Arrival Season Pass. The exotic trait on the weapon is Primeval's Torment. This trait allows projectiles to blight the target or nearby area on impact. The legendary trait Break the Bank causes enemies that have been blighted or are standing in the blight to take damage over time. The weapon also comes with countermass for vertical recoil, increased stability, and increased handling speed. It is also equipped with the Black Powder legendary magazine that makes the weapon's explosives more effective by increasing blast radius. It also has the composite stock for slight increased stability and handling speed, and the exotic catalyst, when completed, adds auto-loading holster. This weapon can be great for ad control. If enemies are swarming you, you can shoot the ground and let the weapon do the killing for you. It also can add a little more boss DPS when blighting the boss, shooting the ground beneath the boss for stack damage, then switching to another weapon like a sword to kill a strong enemy. In other words, this weapon is best when paired with another strong weapon for DPS. The weapon is unique and is very fun to use, and is a great alternative to Mount Top if you don't want to grind out that quest. Witherhoard has its advantage, like Anarchy, when you want to damage an enemy but be in a safe location. For example, you can shoot the Taken Boomers in the Prophecy dungeon, and while tick damage is occurring, you can hide in a safe spot. You definitely want to add reloading mods to your gear to make the weapon way more efficient. In terms of PvP, the weapon isn't horrible. If you directly hit an enemy in control, it will kill them, but good luck getting a direct hit, and you can cover control points as well. I give credit to Bungie for creating a unique secondary exotic that is useful in certain situations. However, I find it slow to use because it doesn't have that high initial impact, and I keep going back to Mountaintop. But relative to other secondary exotics, this weapon is very useful. Now, after reviewing the pros and cons of Witherhoard, I can now put it on my exotic secondary weapon tier list. And when it comes down to secondary exotics, Witherhoard is definitely top tier. Therefore, I'm going to put it in S tier. Just a note, most of my decision comes down to how useful it is in PvE and not really PvP. It's a great all-around weapon that can be used for ad clearing, slight increase in boss DPS if used correctly, and applying tick damage to strong enemies while clearing other enemies and staying alive is always a huge plus. This was my quick review of Witherhoard, and hopefully the next video I post is a flawless pit of heresy using Witherhoard. Just a note, I'll give some hints in the video if you want to try and solo flawless this dungeon, and I'll try and cut out all the boring stuff. Hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for watching my exotic review of Witherhoard.